this probably is a given, but Tripp's hair is fake as well. He has like super short hair. But I mean, he's wearing a beanie almost the whole time, so that
it's like a bandana, right?
Or something. It's a
beanie. It's a beanie. Yeah.
Sometimes maybe a bandana. Sometimes I don't know. Promist filters were used to alter the look of the film to bring a more 70s feel. So they played with the contrast and stuff to make it bring out those kind of colors and
like the more yellow, like beige tones. I feel like
trying to capture the feeling, which I think they did a good job at. It does look very earthy.
It doesn't feel like they went too far on it, because I would have never like thought about that or noticed that. So that's cool.
Lynn Shay, who plays Jam's mom, wanted to bring kind of understanding to her character rather than just being the villain of the film, which is why there's so much emphasis on Jam and her relationship. So, like, if you notice it, she kind of over-explains herself, or she seems... So it's like, you almost can't be mad at this person because they don't understand that they're being crazy. They think that she's just really trying to look out for her, because you think she, in her mind, thinks that he's doing something wrong.
Yeah.
A pea soup was used for Edward's puke scene.
Ew.
Yeah, there was a hose running up through his jacket, so he's not really vomiting. But yeah, they had a hose, and that's why they have that angle where he's like, blah.
And that's a funny angle, because it's noticeable that it's not coming out of his mouth, but it's still so funny to see, because I don't think you're noticing so much of it coming out of his mouth, but how it's like filling up the
so fast.
The water pitcher. Like, what the fuck am I watching?
Okay, Lex's scene where he sneaks into a show to pretend, like, where he's like pretending to be the setup crew. Originally in the script, he was supposed to be hiding in one of the bass drums that he ends up carrying on film, but they thought that seemed that was too far-fetched, so they changed that up at the last minute. So that's like reinterpreted. In Tripp's hero scene, he uses the iconic toy of the 70s, Stretch Armstrong. I guess at first the company behind that product said no to them, that they couldn't use it, and then they later agreed, as long as I guess the filmmakers that there was an understanding that it would be used for nothing but what its function is, which is to stretch. That was I guess, what they wanted in order to use it. So I thought that was funny, and it was like kind of like, what else would you use it for?
Yeah, what was their issue? That it would get used... I mean, he still tries to use it as a gun, like, prop. Yeah. Like, even though you can't see it.
But it, like, slaps a dude in the face.
Yeah, it saves the day. Maybe that's what they wanted. Yeah. Like, hey, this can save your life.
Like a positive thing. Yeah. What else? The older woman that Hawk meets in the male strip club is actually Gene Simmons' partner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which Shannon Tweed is her name, I believe. The budget for this was $6 million, and it made only $4 million.
Oh.
Yeah, so it didn't even make its budget, which is kind of sad because this movie is really good. And I can remember it being promoted and seeing a lot of stuff for it. So I don't know.
People just didn't want to see that, or maybe not enough people like Kiss. That's what it sounds like.
But Kiss I don't know. I thought that they were legendary, or maybe their demographic is too old. Like, it was too older that they didn't feel like a connection with this. I don't know. This was the very first film to be released on DVD, actually before VHS, because VHS was obviously still a thing in '99. This film was released on DVD first. Wow. Which is weird, right?
That is weird. Just to comment on, you mentioned that the storyline of Lex was supposed to be inside the drum. Yeah. Yeah. Case, you said? Or
the bass drum.
The bass drum. Isn't that something from the Goofy movie?
Is it?
Like, have you seen it? Have you seen the Goofy movie?
It's been so long, I don't remember.
Come on, go rewatch it. It's such a good movie. I'm just like, but when they're trying to sneak into the Powerline concert at the end of the Goofy movie, isn't Goofy in it? And he's all like misshaved. Okay, this can end, but I'm just throwing that out there for the Goofy fans who. That movie might have come out at the same time, so maybe that was an issue.
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm just talking out loud now. Go watch the Goofy movie. I am not wrong. Goofy is in a bass. I think he's in a case. He's in some sort of musical instrument case, and he gets into the Powerline concert. Go watch it. I am not wrong on this. I'm 100% positive.
Is that it has to be the Goofy movie. Is it Goofy movie 2?
No, 1. The 2, he goes to college with Max. Come on, get it together.
So 1 is the Powerline, but I thought that was the road trip. Is it the road trip?
It's the road trip one.
Oh, it's all in one movie.
Yeah, it's all in one. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like when he's like, I'm going to get closer to Max.
All right.
Oh, come on. Let's go rewatch these movies.
Yeah.
Do it now.
I will. Yeah, I think we're just about at our end for this one.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was definitely fun.
We're missing Dennis and James, and I'm so happy to get invited back. It's always fun to do this and hang out.
Yeah.
And hear all the opinions and hear your opinions, but it's also fun to hear their opinions. And even when I'm not here, it's just fun to listen in. So
very cool.
Yeah.
I queued up an interview with a snippet from an interview with Gene Simmons about Adam Rifkin, the director, and how this movie came to be. It's like a minute or so. If you want to hear it.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's check that out. Enjoy, guys.
Adam Rifkin, our director, really came to us, I think, sort of accidentally. One of our co-producers, Kathleen Haas, was working at a foreign sales company, and we were trying to finance the film outside the studio system so it can become a negative pickup. And she told her paramour, which is not the same as Paramount, Adam Rifkin about the film, and everybody sort of got interested in it based on a very important issue, the heart. This was a very dear part of Adam's heart. This is something that he wanted to do. So all the DreamWorks Spielberg people had to be put aside, unfortunately, because of his 3-picture deal there, and he wanted to do this instead of that stuff. And it's the biggest compliment when somebody puts aside other career-building steps they could be taking to do something that's important to them because it comes from the heart. And maybe that's what filmmaking should be about. Less about career choices and more about doing things that really spark your interest and your imagination, but always begin and end with your heart.
Yeah, so that was that little bit. And that brings us to the end of our episode.
Yeah, that's great. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for always coming back. You're an awesome guest, and you can come on anytime you want, really. Don't forget to like, subscribe, rate us, tell us if we suck, tell us if you love us. You can email me or any of us at swan619@gmail.com. That's SWANN619@gmail.com. We have the Instagram now, which is drop the mic _podcast. So check us out there. Like our posts. You can follow Annie at Toy Doll Annie, right?
Yes, that's correct.
And we hope you enjoyed this episode. And go check out this movie. We hope we influence you to go watch this movie if you haven't seen it, or if you have seen it, go watch it again because it's great. And so have a good night and happy Friday, guys.
Happy Friday.
Take care.
We don't have me kiss again. Yeah, kiss.